Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving and welcome back to my channel, A Good Measure Cakes. So today we're going to be diving into this beautiful Thanksgiving meal. It's just a simple roasted turkey and some mashed sweet potatoes with butter. So we're going to start off with this 8-inch vanilla cake that I'm just going to simply carve into my desired shape, and you'll see that in just a second. It's always good to take off just a little bit because you don't want to take off way more and then you can't complete your shape. So as you see, I'm just carving off just a little bit at a time until it's reached my desired shape. So now that I have my desired shape, I'm just going to add some buttercream. I'm going to do my little crumb coat thing and chill it. So while that's chilling, we're gonna go ahead and work on our butter. So I'm just taking a little bit of vegan Italian meringue buttercream and adding a little bit of yellow food coloring just until it gives me that buttery color. And then I am going to freeze it. So I'm gonna show you how I'm going to freeze that. Look at that nice color. Oh yeah, butter baby. So right now I'm just getting some parchment paper and putting it into one of these little glass small mason jars, and I'm using the parchment so that once it is frozen I can just easily pop it out of that glass jar, and then you'll see what we do next. So right now you're just going to smooth it all in there, pack it down, baby. Cover it up so that it does not develop a bunch of crust on it. And then we're going to put it in the freezer. So now we are on our second crumb coat, and I'm just gonna smooth it out. And once I'm done with this, I'm just gonna chill it one last time. So while that's chilling, I have some ivory food coloring that I dyed beforehand, and I'm just going to knead it to get it to be pliable at this point. And you see some cornstarch down there on the table just to keep it from sticking to the table. And yeah, so with this fondant, I'm gonna roll it out. Right now you see me just kind of flattening it with my fingers, so it'll be easier to just roll out with my fondant roller here. And so I'm just gonna make it as big as I can. And now I'm just gonna use some shelf liner because I want to have that meaty flesh texture of turkey, and as you can see, it looks really good. So now I'm just gonna take that and place it over my cake, and I'm just gonna smooth it over. Now normally you would use a fondant smoother, but because you don't want to ruin the texture by constantly rubbing the fondant smoother over it, I'm just gonna use my fingers, and that's gonna work. Now after I've removed the excess fondant, I'm just gonna smooth it around the edges. Then I have mixed together some ivory food coloring with some food grade alcohol and some brown food coloring with food grade alcohol, and I just covered it up with the fondant, well, painted on the fondant rather. And now I'm just adding the brown color into it. You see there's some of the speckles of brown food coloring that didn't get mixed very well. However, it's working for me because this is gonna resemble a roasted turkey. Okay, so you know that the skin is all crispy and looking scrumptious, and it has all the seasonings in it, so of course it's working for me and I'm not tripping about it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over this and just give it that look that I want. And then I'm gonna mix up some cocoa here. I have some dark black cocoa that I love using, and then I also have just some regular baking cocoa, and I'm just using a brush and just kind of dusting the fondant with it. And then I'm just going to take some of that ivory food coloring and that brush and just kind of stipple over it, because it gives it that baked effect or roasted effect. And as you can see, it's also giving it a little bit of shine. So yeah, it's already looking good. Oh yeah, baby. So this is what we got. So now that we've set that aside, we're gonna work on that sweet mashed potatoes. So we're going to crumble up this 4-inch vanilla, orange dyed vanilla cake that I have here. And I'm just gonna add some buttercream here and just mix it up. Okay, so mashed potatoes is not that hard, you know, so this is what it looks like. Now you can still flavor this. You can add your cinnamon, your vanilla, your nutmeg, whatever spices that you normally use, you can still flavor that because it was a base of vanilla. So do your thing, girl. So we're just gonna mix it up really good. Now we've got it. And I have sliced our turkey and plated it on this nice burgundy Thanksgiving style tray, and I'm adding the sweet potatoes. Oh, it just looks so good. Girl, did I measure up or what? Okay, so now back to that butter. We cannot complete this meal without using some buttercream, that is. So we're just going to take this and we're just gonna slice it. Now right now it looks more of like a room temperature type butter, but that's totally fine because normally your butter's been sitting out, and so you're just gonna use room temperature anyway. So I'm just going to cut this and shape it into some nice little squares, and then I'm gonna top it on the sweet potatoes. And just like that, we've got butter. Now, I wanted to add a little bit of that drippy sauce that comes from the butter. And you're gonna achieve that by just melting the remainder of that buttercream until it becomes like a liquid consistency, and just drizzle it on top, girl. Just drizzle. Look at it. So good. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, spending it with families and friends. But in the meantime, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so that you can be reminded of all of the videos that I have coming to you. Don't forget to comment in the comment section below and let me know how I measured up. And until next time, bye!